everyone, Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me on another Scrap 5 challenge video. So our 5 things today were our punches and our dies, and that's where I've used these squares from. Katie has a die set that I borrowed to cut those out, and obviously you can see there's a few triangles, so some of those I cut in half. And so I'm just laying these out to make a square around the page, using the triangles all the way around the border, and then the full squares will go inside. And I'm just having a fiddle here, kind of like a patchwork, by the way. That's the look I'm kind of going for. I'm just having a fiddle here to kind of spread the distribution of colour, make sure they're evenly spaced with like the A side and the B side. You can see over off to the right, I've already separated them into their separate colours so that was all taken, that I was careful about which ones to use. Now, I worked out as I was going through this that I don't have that many squares. I can't actually fill that entire thing up. I have run out of paper. This was it. It was hard enough to get this many. Some of those triangles, really, that was all there was left of this paper. So it actually is going to get a lot smaller than this. And I'm going to skip forward now that you can sort of see the process here of how I did it and how I lined it all out together. But I'm not going to keep this sort of painstaking bit in the video for much longer. I'm going to jump forward and I'm going to have it stuck down as well, already organized and spaced out nicely. I did have a little bit of trouble with my spacing. It was a little bit off, but I don't think you notice once everything's embellished and the overall concept has been done. So hopefully you don't notice anyway. So I also have, there's Flair in this. I've got the Flair happening. The Flair is actually, so the collection I'm using is the Unforgettable collection from the Cocoa Vanilla Studios. I didn't have any Flair from this particular, so this is when I've realized that, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, but this is when I realized that my whole square has to be a lot smaller. So I'm pulling it all in to make it a lot smaller. And it obviously won't, it could have stayed off center like that, but it won't. It will move into the center of the page. So the Flair that I could find, I could only find one piece of Flair from the I don't even know, maybe the Midnight collection, maybe the More Than Words collection. Anyway, a collection from not this one. And then I found another piece of homemade Flair in my stash, that not homemade by me, homemade from in a gift to me, that was really good colours to match this. So I put that on there. I almost forgot the washi tape, but I did remember at the last minute, so that got added on there. I'm so dreadful at these scrap 5s. I always forget something. So what was that? So punches and dies. Oh, multiple photos. I'm just scraping in with multiple photos. I have 2 photos. I always think that a multiple photo layout should be sort of 3 or more, because when you cut your photos into 3x4 size, like mine are, it's technically the size of one 4x6. So I think that's a little bit cheeky and a little bit cheating, but I'm going to roll with it because I only had 2 of this particular layout, 2 photos of this particular layout. Like the event. So anywho, rolling with that. So just, so what else is there? So punches and dies, Flair, washi tape, multiple photos, and what was the other one? Oh, that's right, stickers. Now I kind of cheated a little bit with the stickers too. They're definitely stickerish. They're sticky. They don't need adhesive, but they're actually foam. So they are still stickers, but again, I kind of think of stickers as being like the flat, one-dimensional. But anyway, these are definitely stickers. I did not need to add adhesive to them for them to attach to the page. So I'm claiming it. I think these cut files might be free paper issue cut files, but I'm not 100% sure. I apologize if I have just completely ripped some poor person off on their amazing cut file, but I think that's where I got these from. I cut them a very, very long time ago and just had them in my cupboard and thought I should finally use them, because that's kind of what this is about, isn't it? Bashing up that stash and using supplies that we have and just have not, just have had sitting around in our cupboards for ages. So I'm up to the dregs of this collection and I love it. I am a big Coco Vanilla Studios fan. And I think I'm like completely out of paper basically. I am like I could not cut any more of those squares or triangles if I tried. I think the only bits I've got left are like teensy tiny. Most people wouldn't even keep them, but because I love this collection, I've still got them. You'll notice I haven't pulled out any photos. Here we go, photos yet. I didn't have them printed. I was just working around without it. So I've added my photos, I've added my title, and I've popped up my one silhouette cut on foam, and this is when my stickers come in. So these are Amy Tan foam stickers that just went really well with this collection, so I'm just popping those on as my little cluster points. They're like the only embellishments I use, apart from the 2 fussy cut butterflies that I fussy cut out of the paper. And the more I look at this paper, I think I've mixed in a different collection in there as well. I think there's a little bit more than words and a little bit unforgettable in this Coco Vanilla Studio. So I think I really have been like scratching the bottom of the barrel to get as much as I can out of my Coco Vanilla Studio supplies. I really loved these butterflies. I thought they were just gorgeous. I think I fussy cut nearly an entire 12 by 12 page of them and have them on a lot of my layouts. I think I have a fair few of those left, the actual butterflies, but just not any paper to use with it. The title there, The Good Life, that is from the Coco Vanilla Studios thicker sheet that goes with this collection, which is just gorgeous. I definitely did the putting foam on the back of my cut file off screen. I find that a really effective way to use your cut files because it adds that dimension, adds the shadow, and it just makes it pop. But it's very time consuming because if you haven't backed your cut file like I haven't, there's very skinny space to put your foam on. So you have to cut it quite small, and then your scissors get all sticky, and it's definitely not the most fun part for me when you don't back a cut file. But I really love the look of not having your cut file backed. I think it's super cute. So sometimes it's worth the time. Just popping on some enamel dots. So I have used my stickers because they were the foam Amy Tan stickers. I've used my die to cut out my squares. I have used multiple photos. So I've just got 2 more things to go, and that is my washi tape and my Flair. Now, at this stage, as always, I've forgotten something, and I have actually forgotten about the washi tape. I'm just putting on the Heidi Shine to dry because I don't know why I did that first, but anyway, I did. And then I actually come back the next day to do the next little bit. And now, I definitely have forgotten the washi, but I don't know about the Flair. I'm sure I didn't forget the Flair because I had it out ready. But anyway, I'm back. And I pulled out all the washi and I got my little pieces of Flair. So that one there I'm fiddling around with, thinking about putting it underneath, but realised that looks silly. That's the only Coco Vanilla Studios Flair that I could find anywhere. I don't actually really have very much Flair. Flair's not really my thing. So I did find that other one in my stash that's like triangles as well. That was a really nice colour scheme. Then I pulled out all of my washi. I had a few bits, separate rolls over on the right-hand side that I thought I was going to use, but I couldn't get it to work. So I pulled out all of my washi and found this super gorgeous pink sparkle, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want. And I'm actually going to do a border with that all the way around the white. So I wish I hadn't have forgotten, because it would have been much easier to do this border before I'd stuck everything down. But it was surprisingly easy to put this border on all the way around the white section. It even though I had to sort of fiddle underneath things and do all of that, it was actually surprisingly easy. So, and it really gives this layout a really cute effect. It really pops the white section where everything's happening off the page and sort of pops that up from the wood grain mat. So I'm really happy that I actually remembered this before it was too late and was able to manage to get it all on. So I'm going to jump forward and show you that all finished. So I'm really happy with how that's looking. I just think that's a really gorgeous sort of finish to that white page, and it kind of mirrors the photos a little bit as well by having the photograph, the white mat, then the pink mat. This whole thing has kind of got the white mat, then the pink mat happening as well, which I really like. I love the look of that. So then I'm just popping on my Flair, and I'm just using double-sided tape to pop on my Flair. Nothing too tricky, even though I seem to have disappeared at the moment. That is what I'm doing. I'm just popping that little hello down there and then the little triangles over in the other cluster, and we're done. So you can see how beautifully and sparkly the washi tape is and how it fits really nicely underneath all of those clusters and just makes the layout pop. So I'm so glad I included that. And then my die cuts and die cuts, Flair, multi-photo, washi tape and stickers. Smashed it, all 5 done. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you check the description box to see the next people in the videos to watch. Hopefully you join in with this Scrap 5 challenge as well. Tag us and let us know how you go. Thanks everyone. Bye.